The 2010s tween era was a wild time, man. It was going on right in the middle of the swag era, so you know the fits was crazy. We had a crazy resurgence of boy and girl groups, new tween artists was coming out left and right, and for some strange reason, everybody hated Justin Bieber. And you might look back at this as cringe now, but back then, for us, it was perfect. You got kids on the screen that's the same age as you, singing about the things that you care about, or that you're currently going through. It was dope, man. Kids need that. And it's something that this modern generation of teens and tweens desperately need back. So today, we gonna get into the 2010s tween era, man. With that being said, let's get into the video, man.
Shawty, let's roll, roll, roll. I'm good.
Now, we cannot get into the tween era without first mentioning Justin Bieber, bro. Popping up on the scene in 2009 with Baby, after getting found on YouTube. In the blink of an eye, dude went from a no-name to one of the biggest stars in the world, while also simultaneously being the most hated star in the world. I don't know what it was, man. Every dude back then hated Justin Bieber, including me, I can't lie. And I don't know what it was, man. Ain't like we had a reason. Maybe a couple years down the line, I get it. But when he first popped off, he was coolin', man. Was it hating? It was probably just hating. And you could have been a hater all you wanted to. But when it came to the music, there was no denying that dude had hits. We had Any Meanie with Sean Kingston, One Time, which has always been one of my favorite songs from Little Justin, man. One Less Lonely Girl, which low-key sounds like a Chris Brown song. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if this song was made for him and he just turned it down for whatever reason. He had that song Rich Girl with Soulja Boy. Y'all remember that? No? Okay. And of course, I could not go without mentioning the certified classic, Never Say Never, man. If you a 2000s baby, you know this song word by word, especially when it comes to Jaden's verse. I remember hearing this song for the first time as a JB hater back in the day. And I could not hate on this song, bro. This was just one of them songs you couldn't deny. It hit. With the success of a Justin Bieber, we started to see more and more young artists emerge out of nowhere. The first one coming to mind being Cody Simpson, who blew up with his hit All Day. I remember the first time I heard this song on So Random. Man, y'all remember So Random? It was only on for like a year, but I remember watching it religiously back in the day. The performances at the end is how a lot of us got hip to our favorite artists back then. And Cody Simpson with this song was no exception. The first time I heard this song, I was addicted, man. After watching this episode, I swear I was in my kitchen doing a whole hour-plus remix to this song. But other than Cody, we had Cherish, who dropped Pyramid with IAS. And I tell you what, this song still hit. It do. We had Khalil with Hey Lil Mama. Miss Shawn with Turn It Up featuring Roscoe Dash. Juwan Harris with Keisha. You can't forget Diggy Simmons, who had Do It Like. When I tell you I used to be in love with this song, man, anytime this song played on the radio, I was hyped. And of course, Jacob Lattimore, who had Like 'Em All and Nothing on Me. But out of all of these artists, there are two groups that I could not go a day without hearing in my household, bro. That being the OMG Girls and Miley's Behavior. The OMG Girls, which featured T.I. and Lil Wayne's daughters. My sisters and their friends used to be obsessed with this group, man. I had to listen to songs like Where the Boys At, Gucci This and Gucci That against my will on so many occasions, man. But the song that got played the most, without question, was Haters. Oh my goodness, they couldn't turn this song off, man. Now let's move on to Miley's Behavior. Because although they got played a lot too, I was honestly rocking with a lot of their songs, so I ain't really have no issue with it, for real. First time I heard them was on 106 & Park with My Girl. And I can't lie, bro, the song was a vibe. They came in with choreographed dance moves. All of them had a different persona they played into. Like, they was going crazy on their introduction, and they did not stop there. Because right after, they dropped Mrs. Right, Girls Talking About, Hello, They Left, came back with Keep It On The Low, Used to Be, All Around the World. These dudes was going crazy. You cannot deny Miley's Behavior, man. And last but not least, another group that was undeniable is One Direction. Kicking the doors in with songs like What Makes You Beautiful and Kiss You, these dudes took over the world. You couldn't go anywhere without hearing a One Direction song somewhere, man. These dudes had a whole movement. You couldn't avoid them. Even watching TV, you turn on Disney Channel, their music videos playing over there. You turn on Nickelodeon, they guest starring in iCarly. The One Direction craze was just something different you had to be there to see. And you know what? Bringing up Disney Channel and Nickelodeon, we gotta talk about them too, because their impact on the tween era was just as insane, man.
We'll be right back on Nick.
Welcome to the kingdom.
I don't know what was up with Nickelodeon and Disney Channel at this time, but they decided to drop nothing but hits during this era, man. Starting off with Nickelodeon, the first person that comes to mind is Miranda Cosgrove, who came in with a slight punk aesthetic similar to something like Avril Lavigne. But hey man, she was doing her thing, dropping hits like About You Now, Dancing Crazy, Rain and Sunshine off the Cloudy with Meatballs soundtrack, which is just so adorable, man. Like, this song sounds like happiness in song form. Now, staying with the cast for R. Y'all remember when Jeanette McCurdy was dropping music, man? Popping out making country music. Now, this is news to me because I don't have a single memory of her songs coming on after commercial breaks at all. But then again, I barely had cable, so of course we cannot talk about Nickelodeon without talking about Big Time Rush, man. This was Nickelodeon's personal One Direction. And you know what? They might have made better music, with songs like Worldwide, Windows Down, Till I Forget About You, and of course, the legendary Boyfriend. This song was a certified classic the day it released, and of course, it's still hit to this day, man. Can't forget about Victorious with Take a Hint, Five Fingers to the Face, and Give It Up. And when Tori goes solo, she's still making hits, with songs like Begging on Your Knees, Freak to Freak Out, and of course, Best Friend's Brother, which is a song that you could not escape on Nickelodeon during commercial breaks, man. I swear it was on 24/7, that song will forever be stuck in my head. Now moving on to Disney, who was still holding on to their juggernauts from the 2000s, with Miley Cyrus and Selena Gomez. On Miley's side, she was going crazy with Party in the USA, which is still a classic to this day. And of course, The Climb, bro. The Climb, bro. This is easily the best song to ever come off that channel. There is no debate, man. But of course, with Miley, you don't just get her, you also get Hannah Montana, who gave us hits like Ordinary Girl, Gonna Get This with Ayaz, and I'll Always Remember You, the song that closed off the series of Hannah Montana. Selena came in and took over the commercial breaks in 2011 with songs like Who Says and Love You Like a Love Song. That whole summer was nothing but Selena, man. Now, other than the heavy hitters, Randy Rodriguez had that one song. Yep, y'all remember that one song? Coco Jones, with the success of Let It Shine, came in with Holler at the DJ. And speaking of Let It Shine, we gotta talk about them, because they was going crazy with them songs, man. Don't Run Away has been in my imaginary playlist since day one, man. And you cannot forget Guardian Angel and the Joyful Noise cover they did in the intro. But to me, the best song in this movie is easily Good to Be Home. This song is pure soul and vibes. And while we talking about Let It Shine, Lemonade Mouth, man. She's So Gone and Somebody are two of Disney's best works from this era, man. Two works that would not be at the level they were at without Bridget Mendler, Disney Channel's last It Girl, dropping Ready or Not in 2012 and Hurricane in 2013. And just off those two songs alone, she goes down as one of the best Disney artists to come out of there, man. Ready or Not, where she takes inspiration from the Fugees for a chorus, while delivering a smooth, upbeat pop hit. In Hurricane, she becomes British for some reason, but it still hit though, it hit. And it's having music like this growing up that truly makes their childhood special, man. Having songs made by kids for kids, allowing them to just have pure, innocent fun. Songs where you didn't have to worry about inappropriate messages. Music videos where you didn't have to worry about your kids seeing something they had no business seeing, forcing them to grow up too fast. That's what we had. And I hope in future generations that other kids get to experience the same things of just kids being kids.